Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash Season 6, as well as, I guess, some other DC TV. So another day has passed in this current world we are living in at the moment, and I do hope everyone is finding things to do, just to keep yourself busy past the time. I'm actually curious as to what everyone is doing to pass the time. Feel free to let me know in the comments what you're up to. I know some of you are spending this time to actually go back and rewatch some of the earlier seasons of some of the shows, which is always cool. I have a strong urge myself to go back and watch Season 2 of The Flash, so I can see myself starting that again over the next couple of days. But yeah, in this video we are going to be going over some major updates and news around The Flash for this season, as well as some other shows in regards to the finishing off of episodes that are left to film for this season, and mainly that filming coming back sooner than expected possibly. But of course, throughout the video, be sure to let me know your various opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below. Does this get you excited? Do you have your reservations and everything like that? Just let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'm always curious. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, why not drop a like on it? To show your support, takes 2 seconds, helps the channel. So this news is coming from CTV News in Canada, and in this case, mainly Vancouver, where of course the majority of the DC TV shows do film their episodes. So yeah, let's go over it. And just a heads up, BC stands for British Columbia, which is the state or province that Vancouver is located within, so yeah. BC Premier John Horgan says the province's film industry is being cast in a favourable light amid the global novel coronavirus pandemic. Ooh, I said a naughty word. At a news conference Thursday in Vancouver, the Premier said US film producers are paying close attention to how BC is handling the COVID-19 crisis, with an eye to potentially returning to regular production in BC faster than elsewhere. Hollywood is looking at what we've been doing in British Columbia very favourably, Horgan said. They've seen the programs that we're putting in place, and they see an opportunity to return to British Columbia perhaps faster than they will to other parts of North America, he said. Like most industries in the province and around the world, BC's film industry has been hit hard by work stoppages, travel restrictions, and the economic slowdown associated with the pandemic. Regional film commissions on Vancouver Island say they are ready to ramp up productions when the rebound comes. We continue to field calls from productions who are looking for locations and resources in preparation for future dates, says Joan Miller of the Vancouver Island North Film Commission. We are working with productions who are scheduled to film but are now on hold, helping them with the logistics so they can get back to work as soon as possible, she said. Miller's counterpart at the Vancouver Island South Film and Media Commission, Kathleen Gilbert, says members are still working with some Los Angeles-based productions this year and are helping producers plan for post-pandemic filming in the region. Horgan credited what he calls BC's competitive advantage over other film destinations to the work of British Columbians, not of government, in flattening the curve of COVID-19 infections in the province. When the opportunity presents itself, British Columbians will step up and our economy will get back to a very healthy position as quickly as we can possibly do it, he said. Last year, BC's motion picture industry projected close to 13,000 job openings in film over the next decade, according to Creative BC. The industry group says film and television productions contribute approximately $3.4 billion to the provincial economy annually and employ 60,870 people. So yeah, after going over all of that, what does all of this mean? Well, the main thing to take from all of this that we've just gone over from that article is that it seems for Vancouver specifically, and I guess just the greater Vancouver area and different parts of British Columbia, that it could be the first major filming location to get kicking again and get back into business. And I guess with the main comparison being that it would start over a major filming location like Los Angeles and other areas in North America. So to compare this to what a lot of other areas are aiming for in regards to starting up productions again for whether they might be television shows or movies, I know that various production crews in areas such as Los Angeles and Atlanta, which are 2 very prominent filming locations, obviously Los Angeles is a no-brainer, but they were told to expect around late June or maybe early July to maybe mid-July. So if production is to potentially begin in Vancouver faster than elsewhere, and they're even like, I don't want to say boasting about like, oh look, we're getting ahead of you, but just like pointing it out there, this would suggest a potential maybe like late May through to mid-June start date. That is if things go really well and they can push it forward and the curve for what's going on at the moment does go down and straighten a bit. I know that in Australia, which I think is sort of in like a similar situation to Canada, and I guess in this case, more specifically Vancouver, we are looking to have certain things like sporting competitions and stuff like that back up and running by late May to mid-June, as the economy just needs to keep flowing in various sectors, and sporting in Australia is such a big money maker, whether it be for, you know, people that do the work, or just the actual businesses that buy the rights and stuff. They need the money coming in to make it, or at least stuff coming in to make it worth them paying the money, you know what I mean? And Vancouver is known as the Hollywood of the North, or North Hollywood, something like that. And as that article says, it is a huge part of their economy, with film and TV productions contributing up to $3.4 billion dues and employing just under 61,000 people. And if you want to put that into a bit of a percentage, that's about a tenth or 10% of the Vancouver population. Of course, people would come in from all of British Columbia and maybe even America to work there. So it's not just the city of Vancouver, but they film in Vancouver. There's 60,000 people employed there. That's a lot of people compared to the actual population of just that city. But yeah, we are just going to speak hypothetically here for a moment, which I think is important to just, you know, give sort of like an example of what could happen. So let's just say the best possible outcome is achieved for The Flash and the other shows still to film in Vancouver for their base productions. Like, I guess in the DC TV side of thing, the main one still have to film. Well, that's sort of similar to Flash. Is that a Batwoman? But yeah, let's just say the best possible outcome is that they can start again towards the end of May, or let's just even stretch it out to the start of June, like that first week of June. What does the release schedule look like after this? So at the current stage, Flash will wrap its finished episodes, which is up to episode 19 at this moment. We thought it was episode 20, but apparently it's only episode 19, and they will end on May the 12th. So no matter what, even though they would start filming about like 2.5 weeks after that, if we base it off like that hypothetical start date, we would still be looking at about like another 6 weeks to maybe like 2 months without episodes after that May 12th end date. And that's just due to like post-production and all of that. Of course, this is always a possibility. They could speed the post-production along, which is always possible. Like, we've never really been in a situation where they've had like to rush to meet a start date. And it's also important to remember they always like wrap the season only about maybe like 5 weeks before the finale airs. So really the finale only has about 5 weeks to actually get done, and they usually do a good job with the finale in regards to effects and everything like that. So it's not like they need 2 months to edit the episodes, but you'd still want to give them a decent amount of time, not rush them. So you could always just chuck it out there that maybe it could even be cut down to like 5 to 6 weeks after the episodes stop for us, so we could actually get them on TV if they do, I guess, get through that post-production quickly. But I'd rather give them that normal amount of time. Now, there has been talk about whether CW would actually release the episodes in the summertime, which is what it will be in America or in Canada, I guess, when the episodes get done. And I think if this was, say, like 3 to 4 years ago, maybe, I would say no. But at this point, because it's the end of the season, I think they would rather put these episodes out so they can actually put them on the DVDs and Blu-rays, which are a big market for profit with these shows, whether it's domestic or internationally, and then have the normal break in between seasons as well, even though it would be shorter than usual. But as I said, that is all hypothetical, but as soon as we get more information on what's going on specifically or exactly, we can guesstimate release dates for episodes and all of that more precisely around that time. But that's like a watch this space situation. But because like they're aiming for an earlier start than, in comparison to other places, we actually probably should know it in about a month or like a month and a half from now, or around the time that last episode airs on May 12th. Now, one show that has been directly affected and will continue to be affected going into next season is that of Supergirl. So it was announced, by the time you're watching this video, about a day or so ago, that Supergirl is going down from 20 episodes, which it originally was, down to 19. So the finale will be in episode 19, and it will actually combine what was filmed for episode 19 with what they had filmed for episode 20 to make a bit more of a, I guess, jam-packed finale. So sometimes in a finale you can still get some filler there, and it's almost like, just people talking to each other, maybe setting up some storylines and stuff. It sounds like episode 19 is going to be like balls to the wall for Supergirl, because they're going to be combining 2 episodes, the finale and the penultimate episode. So it should be pretty crazy. But obviously their next season is completely, like, the schedule's completely screwed, because they're going to be filming their next season pretty much now. Like in the next week or so, they're going to start filming their next season to get ahead of time, because Melissa Benoist, who plays Supergirl, is pregnant, and she won't be readily available to film until probably October. Once again, they could get through episodes quickly, but they wouldn't launch the season in December. They would wait till late January, early February to launch the season. So that's when Supergirl season 6 will start. So there's a long wait for Supergirl, if you are a fan of that show, in regards to next season. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. But yeah, it's interesting that they are cutting the episodes down for the finale. That won't happen with Flash and Batwoman. I'd be surprised if that happened. because they've still got a lot of episodes to film. Supergirl was in a lucky position where they almost finished filming their finale, so they've got a lot of content there, and they can make it work. Flash and Batwoman, they'd almost be in like the setup for their finales. It'd be weird if their seasons just ended there. It wouldn't work. They'd want to finish them. And they will, because legally they have to. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show support on the video. Let me know all of your various opinions in the comments section down below on all of this. The link to that article will be in the description down below if you want to go check it out. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.